Hello, Collective. I'm hoping everybody is doing good today. I know that Archangel Ariel listened to my call to have nature provide to me yet again another beautiful, wonderful day that I can use to accomplish what I need to today. Oh, look at that, I made a rhyme. Usually that means that I'm unlucky in love. But, it is what it is. I'm reaching out to everyone today because I've been pulled with a few different feelings: abandonment, ignored, feel like you don't matter, being used, forgotten, um, left, just left. And I know exactly what all of those things feel like, and by no means can I tell you are they fair, fun, or, wanted. I understand. Trust me, I do. It took me a while to be able to process, to be able to understand, to be able to accept, and, inevitably forgive. And I had to forgive myself too because I held myself to a very high standard. I still do. I won't lie. Um, But I also forgave myself for believing that other people could accomplish what I've accomplished without having to struggle as much as me. But what I forgot was that they need to come to that in their own time. I can't force that. And trust me, I tried with my own family and it ended quite horribly. But that's another learning lesson that led me to today. So some of these feelings might be mine, some of these feelings might be someone else's, some of these feelings might be everyone's, you know, within my wavelength. In which case, hi, my name is Wendy, and I'm here to help you. Which also leads me to the toughest loss. I also know what loss feels like. I experienced loss when I was a child. Um, and it wasn't fun. It didn't feel like loss. I'll tell you that I was too young to know what loss was, so I just figured it was part of everyday life. And I rolled with that. It took me years and years later to figure out that although death is part of life cycle, it's not supposed to happen to young people, or young healthy people aren't supposed to get sick out of nowhere. Those were lessons that I had to learn the hard way, and I'm willing to show you, to provide to you, to give to you the tools that I used. And I'll be very transparent. I'll tell you what didn't work for me because maybe it might work for you, but 9 out of 10 times you might have to revert back to what actually did work. And I'm living testimony of that. And I not only come to find out that I endured a lot of tragedy, trauma, upsetment, if you will, a crooked path, some people call it. And I tried to walk it as straight of a line as I could, where left and right were on opposite sides of me, and I was in the middle. And I always tried to remain in the middle because in the middle was where I could see both sides. I could see the good, I could see the bad, I could see it all merged together, I could see it separate, I could see where it met each other, I could see where you have to step back to in order to be able to fix the knot that was made. Because unfortunately, when we take the wrong turn or we go in the wrong direction, the rope that follows us, because everyone has a thin member, a thin fiber, if you will, that links us all together. That's what helps us stay all interconnected. You'll tend to find that you made a big knot out of yours. And in order to go back and take the knot out, you have to go back to where the knot started. Some people say that you start at the end where you just like went through that knot, and you could. until you get backwards, or you could go to the beginning and you can straighten that whole knot out in not one shot, but it's easier when you go back to the root of the problem than trying to address what happened because of the wrong turn that you made. I know I learned that also the hard way. And once I figured out, go back to the beginning and figure out what went wrong, and then embrace it, first of all, because you can't take it back. But what you could do is learn from it and grow. And that's exactly what I did. I learned and I grew. And I'm standing here before you today with new realization under my invisible hat. Not only did I endure the worst that life could offer, and not only did I do that willingly for the collective, so that I had all the tools that I needed in my basket in order to be able to assist, help, and relieve your frustrations by showing you how to reach awareness and how to proceed from there. Because there's a lot of tricksters out there and they want to mislead you, and I don't want to see anyone learn the wrong information. I know what that feels like as well. I was naive and young and didn't think that people were really out to get you, and it never once occurred to me that people would deliberately go out of their way and take away from you to better themselves, or at least that's what they thought. Because that's probably what everybody thinks when they're acquiring things, and they don't care how they get it. In any event, that leads me to my last thought. I'm building a community. I want to build a community of like-minded individuals. I want us as a collective to be able to vibrate at a high level. I want us all to be handheld, arm-linked, if you will, interconnectedly together, I suppose is the best way to say it, so that we could help raise the vibration of the planet. Because I don't know about any of you, but I don't dig what's going on around me. I actually haven't for a very long time. And I actually felt like I just don't belong, that I shouldn't have, that I was born into the wrong place. But my awareness and my realization, my understanding has led me to know, to feel, to believe, to trust that I wasn't born in the wrong time. I was deliberately put through situations that would make me stronger, so that I could stand with a pillar of strength behind me without having crutches or anything around me to keep me steady. I can be steady on my own. I learned how to do that, and I did that for all of you. And I now know that you, all of you, you're my dream, my desire, my fulfillment. And it's not that I was put here in the wrong time, but I was put here in the right time. I was put here now and became aware or awake, or however you want to word it, just at the right time, because our planet is going through a miraculous stage, and we're so happy and trusting and loving as a majority that if we link together, we can help the planet raise its vibration, go to another frequency. I don't know about all of you, but I think that love, light, positivity is far better than hate or despair or the willingness to hurt someone. And every time I turn on the news, it makes me quite sad, actually, because there's not really heartwarming stories. It's all about corruption or what can I get from you? Or how can I benefit off of your back? Or you're too small to be able to stand up and speak loudly. And that is so not true. So not true. They want us to believe those things, but it's just not the way it is. Not only am I looking to start a community, not only am I looking to raise the vibration, to raise the frequency of the planet, not only am I looking to find like-minded individuals that want to be my friend, not that they want to see what they could take from me or what they could weasel out of me, because I am a very caring, giving person. And I would give the shirt right off of my back, regardless of what temperature it was, if you had no shirt and you needed a shirt. Because I know that I've got at least 4 more shirts. Actually, I have a Tupperware tote full of clothes. And I could deal with giving. And even if I didn't have a Tupperware tote full of clothes, I would still give you the shirt off my back if you needed it. Because we all need to have something to make us feel safe, secure, embraced, loved, needed, wanted. And I have all of those feelings for you, and I want to give them to you. All you have to do is reach out. Just reach out to me. Subscribe to my channel. Join my community. Talk to me. Tell me what you want to do, what you think you can accomplish, where you're lacking, where your strongest points are. And I know that I'm a born leader. Every job I've ever had, everything I've ever done, I've always been in front. And not because I'm the smallest, because I'm barely 5 foot tall, but because I was the one who put myself out there first. I saw that everyone around me was reserved and quiet and afraid and didn't want to make waves. And here comes little Wendy with a great big huge mouth. I tell people I've got excellent diaphragm. Excellent diaphragm. I could be heard in the back of the auditorium just without a microphone, just me. And that's because I know how to embrace a crowd, how to not lead or instruct, but take along with me on my adventure. Because usually when I'm in front of an audience of people, my stories are outlandish or they're seat gripping, so you don't fall off, like the edge of your chair type of thing. And they're also very informative. I'll give anyone everything that I have, willingly, just to make your life better. Because in the end, I benefit from that. Because I know deep down inside that I am fulfilling my destiny. My destiny of giving you guys awareness, giving you guys hope, giving you guys love, giving you guys everything I always wanted and never got. So there's a whole lot of emotions that are just waiting for you to step up and grab. Oh, I can't wait to share everything that I have with people that want to receive. That with people that want better in their life. And they realize that the first way to make anything better is to take action. And my dad told me when I was very, very young, actually I think it was like 7 or 8 years old, when I finally understood what he was saying to me. If you want to make a difference, you have to act. If you talk about it, if you leave it to someone else, if you hope and dream, if you wish it's going to be given to you, you'll be waiting an entire lifetime. And you'll be like, why didn't I get it? I waited. But you see, you have to act. Whether you believe in what the Bible says or what you believe in what your heart and your soul say, whether you believe in what you're led to by your third eye, if you don't know what to believe, if you look around you and you see nothing but dismay, let me help you change that illusion and make it to where you are your own lead, your own desire. You are everything that you need. You just need to look for it, and it's all inside of you. And the road might be hard. Well, I won't lie, the road is hard. I mean, I may make things look easy because, you know, I rolled through certain things with grace and jumped through other things and, you know, didn't figure things out for a long time because I was afraid to see what the truth was, because then I would have to acknowledge everything that was around me, and then I would have to reevaluate my own family, all my friends, anybody and everybody that ever had anything to do with me, because they all let me go, and I was holding on to them. And it was wrong for me to do that, because I was stifling them and stifling myself. And your heart may tell you one thing and your head may tell you another thing, but you have to listen to your intuition. And if you can't hear yours, I know exactly what you could do in order to make it louder, to remove the blocks, so that you could easily be able to pick up on those messages that are being given to you, whether they're synchronicities or songs on the radio or the thoughts within your head. Some might be your ego, but if you meditate and use breath work, which are just two different examples, I learned all of those things. I can regulate my breath, my heartbeat. Doctors always ask me, you know, the little bit of times that I went there, which was hardly many, you know, am I dead or alive? And I'm like, I'm talking to you, and I'm up 3D, I guess I'm alive. And they're like, no, you don't understand, your blood pressure is so super low. And I'm like, well, that's because I regulate my breath, my heart, through breath work. And they would look at me and they're like, well, I don't know how you do it, but, you know, you're healthy as an ox. And I'm like, thank you. Have a great day, you know. So, anyway, join my community, and together we will all show light to the ones that are standing in the shadows. We'll remove the negativity and replace it with positivity. We'll call down on our archangels and our messenger guides, spirit friends, to stand beside us, to help illuminate the new world that we will be creating together. And I've been told I'm a trailblazer. So please come with me, because I am going to the stars. Not maybe literally, but I'm going to shoot as high as I possibly can, so that my voice carries, not just across the room, but across the world. And I want to gather and offer love, light, positivity, hope, accomplishment. I want to offer those things to everyone. To everyone. Oh, I cannot wait. I am so excited. I have always had leadership positions. Like, I've always been in charge. Everywhere I've ever gone, I've always been in charge. And that's because I'm not afraid to roll up my sleeves and get my hands dirty. I won't ask you to do anything I'm not willing to do myself. And I am very versed in helping everyone understand their task at hand. I'm very good at that. And I don't do it for you, I do it with you, and you do all the work, and I stand there as encouragement and praise, if you will, and loving support. That is me. I am Wendy. I do look forward to hearing from each and every one of you. Please leave me a comment. subscribe to my channel. Show me that you're willing to take the chance. You're willing to join me creating a new world. Because it's not just me, it takes you too. Okay, my family. Maybe I should contain my excitement a little bit. I've still got a book to write. Well, I've been writing it 4 times already. And I'd stop and start again because I kept running into issues, dilemmas. Unfortunately, tests were being thrown my way. But I've certainly overcome them. Well, I'm in the process of completing them. And I have deadlines. I am giving myself till Christmas to finish putting my life on paper, or Microsoft 360. And then I'm going to take the short stories that I've been creating for children, and I'm going to put them also on the same format. And I'm going to look for a publisher, a copyright person, somebody to help me get my book on the shelf so that everyone can read them. So if you've got that as a talent, that's called a strength. And I've always looked for people that can add their strength to my little mix, because I know that everybody has their own personal strengths. I can't wait to dive in to meet each and every one of you, find out what your strong points are, what your weak points are, what we can work on, what we can improve, and just so that you're also aware. I wanted to try to put this down like creative post, but unfortunately my hand isn't so steady and I'm not able to hold the camera perfectly straight so that YouTube can see my face and my birth date. So I'm not going to be able to write anything like post-wise, but I did want to let you know that this was supposed to be in like some type of post form, like written words. So that should be coming in like December. They told me to have to wait till December to try it again. Maybe by then my hand will get steady, or someone will help me take a steadier picture of my license. Who knows? I don't know. But what I do know is that I trust the universe to take away my dilemmas and give me clear sails, or at least minimal struggles. They might be even so minimal that I overlook them, and then they come back and bite me. That happened a couple of times to me. Thought that it was over and done with, and realized that it really wasn't, and it was hidden in a different form. And that will happen, and I won't tell you it won't. But those are just struggles of everyday life. It doesn't matter if you're awake or asleep. Things like that are going to happen where you're being tested to see what your true beliefs are, and if you're ready, and if you are listening. Because, the ultimate one, he doesn't stop calling. Well, it's not a he, it's a light being. But that nag, it'll keep coming and coming and coming until you answer. So when you're ready to answer, come join me. I'm waiting for you. Collective, I'm always giving you light, love, and positivity. And I cannot wait. Cannot wait. Every day just gets better and better. Physically, mentally, and spiritually. So thank you for taking my journey with me, because I feel all of your energy, and I am so very grateful for it. Thank you. Till next time, my ladies and my gentlemen.